PlayStation Shutters studio behind Concord video game Flop. Upon release, the game was a commercial failure that failed to exceed 700 simultaneous players on the Steam platform, far lower than the 400,000 initial Steam players of a different first-party live service multiplayer game released by Sony on PC and PS5 the same year, Helldivers 2. Sony is closing Firewalk Studios, the studio behind its PlayStation Concord game that it took offline last month after a disastrous launch. In a message to PlayStation staff, Hermen Hulst, CEO of the PlayStation Studio Business Group, says Firewalk Studios will close alongside Neon Koi, a mobile game studio. The shutdowns will affect about 210 jobs, Bloomberg reports. 1 week after launch, the game ranked 40th on the PlayStation Store in terms of sales, with a player count on Steam measured at 162 on August 29th. It was estimated that less than a week after release the game had sold a total of around 25,000 units, with sales of 10,000 on Steam and 15,000 on PlayStation. During its 2 weeks on the market, the game was reported to have grossed a total of $1 million. On September 3rd, Sony announced that Concord would be taken offline and that all copies of the game that had been sold up to that point would be refunded, citing that aspects of the game and our initial launch didn't land the way we'd intended and that they would explore options, including those that will better reach our players. The game was delisted from digital storefronts, and the game servers went offline just after 1700 hours, UTC, on September 6, 2024. The swift shutdown was attributed to several factors, including Concord's failure to differentiate itself from established hero shooter games like Overwatch and Apex Legends, its lack of innovative gameplay mechanics, its generic character roster, and its poor map design. The game also faced criticism for being a full-priced release in a genre where most competitors are free-to-play, as well as its 8-year development cycle making it feel outdated upon release, with it struggling to align with evolving market trends and player expectations. We have spent considerable time these past few months exploring all our options, says Hulst. After much thought, we have determined the best path forward is to permanently sunset the game and close the studio. I want to thank all of Firewalk for their craftsmanship, creative spirit, and dedication. Certain aspects of Concord were exceptional, but others did not land with enough players, and as a result we took the game offline, Hulst said in the press release. We have spent considerable time these past few months exploring all our options. After much thought, we have determined the best path forward is to permanently sunset the game and close the studio. I want to thank all of Firewalk for their craftsmanship, creative spirit, and dedication. Hulst says Concord didn't hit Sony's targets and that the PlayStation maker will take the lessons learned from Concord and continue to advance our live service capabilities to deliver future growth in this area. Concord debuted on August 23rd on both PS5 and PC, but Sony took the game offline on September 6th after poor sales of the game. Estimates have put sales at under 25,000, and Concord only managed to hit an all-time peak of just 697 players on Steam, lower than the launch peak of The Lord of the Rings: Gollum. Sony's Neon Koi mobile game development studio is also shutting down, despite Hulst saying mobile remains a priority growth area. Sony originally acquired the German-Finnish studio when it was known as Savage Game Studios in 2022, and the team was working on an unannounced AAA mobile live service action game. With this refocused approach, Neon Koi will close, and its mobile action game will not be moving forward, says Hulst. Both decisions were given serious thought, and ultimately, we feel they are the right ones to strengthen the organization.